gonna be the ball going down, which is 60 experience for Nature's Prophet, so
Big win.
be careful. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of XP early on. There's so much. Almost a bounty run.
Alright, well, it looks like they have swapped it up, so knowing what's happening and not too shocking here, coming down against the Nature's Prophet. Now it'll be interesting to see if there's any sort of a rotation that ends up coming out from Rave, as they have brought the Enigma down. Things are about to get pretty wacky down here in the bottom.
Yeah. I see some musical lanes. I've seen game ones where there was an anti-mage involved and a couple of other heroes, but the point is they were dodging lanes left, right, and center. The first 10 minutes, every 1.5 minutes or so, they were just swapping lanes, just trying to make sure they get their carries at a matchup. Quite fun to watch. Might see this dissolve into something similar, but right now it's these dual lanes coming out from Rave. They take care of these islands, which is a decent chunk of gold as well, and now Enigma can really farm up himself into this aggro jungle position. It's not like Drow Ranger up against Nature's Prophet is necessarily a bad matchup for the Prophet, right? I mean, if you have treants, you can just spam these out, so, put them on a Drow.
Oh yeah.
The tourists are quite nicely as well.
Honestly, Jo gonna have a pretty good time up top as well. I wouldn't be too surprised if Derp made a rotation down. Like maybe they get some decent control over their lane. Like you can see Ninja Boogie's making sure they do have the small camp. He's pinging out that they don't have the hard camp up top, so Derp unable to help out here and try and get some control back on that lane.
Trying to deal with these creep ape now. Bit of a pull over here. See one of these dire creep apes already down here that should give them extra momentum. This lane, which obviously the Rave doesn't really want to have happen, or free or easy CS for Drow Ranger, I should say. So far they're doing a good job keeping her up in terms of the last hit, but obviously much harder than this for Jo here in this position, especially with the help that he's had from Derp, and he's making his way up top, making sure that this Juggernaut is having a good time. But mid lane now might see a rotation onto Yamate. NB with a smoke here, they're gonna go on him with his lance as well, so Rush, follow-up stun, and it should be the first blood, especially with Raffi teleporting in here. Sunstrike comes out, actually bringing Ryo quite low enough. First blood's still gonna go their way. Fort Spirit just not strong enough to make a trade out of it.
You know, that's all it takes, right? One rotation, the slow helping out so much there. Kind of got everything, and they did have the TP mid as well with Raffi, so missing out quite a bit. Oh, he's gonna run right into all these Eidolons.
Oh wow. Be careful with that. Now Ice. Get it across. Not quite the right angle. NB still in position here, takes a bit of harassment from these Eidolons and the big enigmas, illusions. Now the treants are here to save the day, and Ice, well, will get caught with the cast. NB has another stun available as well, if you can just get in range of it now. After Ice's Earth Spike here, there it is. A couple extra right clicks, but it's a annoying position to try and deal with, but they will harass him out far enough that he'll have to chew on the rest of his tangos if he wants to survive much longer.
Alright, well now we're getting a little bit more of this balance we were looking at here with the both swords down up against the Drow Ranger. Juggernaut will be left to his own devices up top versus Ninja Boogie, but he's Ninja Boogie. I saw NJ get a little bit confused there. Up against NJ, and what it just means is that he's got the healing ward. Now the boar is pretty good for that, in terms of just like running past and getting it, but if he ever does get low, it's there, and see that NJ is already falling behind in terms of levels. About half. Oh, actually, he's caught up now, because the wave was a little bit delayed. But either way, if you're the solo safe laner, quote-unquote, he had plenty of support from the Witch Doctor, so I'm sure he's still happy that they're tied.
Speaking of the Witch Doctor, he got himself yet another free Island.
And Yamate again in trouble. Mid.
God. They're gonna go again. Bit of help from NB, Ryo with the aggressive double walk. It's a last right click in. That's what you were talking about. That's 3 points up to the lance now, ability to spam it out with the bottle, bring Yamate low every single time, and then all it takes is one rotation. I mean, the first one was set up by a smoke gang, so this ward actually not helping out Yamate as much as he wanted it to. That's why he was playing so aggressively, but this time maybe a bit less excusable, being so far forward.
I think just the best part about this matchup too is that the Invoker always dies, like almost always, in the first 5 minutes, once or twice as you just saw. And it makes it so much harder to go for that Midas that every single Invoker always wants, obviously for the levels and for heading into your Aghanim Scepter, but It's without it, like they feel more pressure to get something like the Atos or just drums into like an Orchid or something like that, or obviously with the Quest X Sword it'll probably just be like drums and sometimes even a blink. Like you might not always see the Midas, and if you do, it takes up to like 15 minutes to get it.
Orlando gonna maybe go into OP. It was stealing some of these last hits here that Ling was going for, but I setting up for stun, not quite pulling the trigger just yet. That could have been an easy kill. They got that off with Raw Ranger right next to them there. Quite with this level 6 yet though, so the big damage is still missing from that draw, but meanwhile top. Ninja Boogie, he's playing the roaming bench style. Quite fun to watch, you're just looking for opportunities anywhere on the map, has been successful on mid, and now NJ, he's just running straight into him, he is stunned, comes out, JO's there, does not have the Omni Slash, and need a bit of extra help, and that's gonna come from Rappy. Gets the sprout up, but that'll be eaten through. NJ will be able to survive this one.
Bring up the prop though, and obviously only the 1 point in the axe is kind of standard build these days. They really want to apply this pressure, I think. Rappy's already got a TP though, so he might head home and get ready to head back and defend his bottom because the push has arrived. And Drought Ranger not really shut down. Going aggro, having Enigma there. He's not where maybe you'd like your Enigma to be, but he's certainly not behind. Like not too poorly.
I mean, sometimes you see Enigmas already with level 6, level 7 by this point in the game if they have complete free farm in the jungle. Obviously it's not gonna be as easy if you go aggro jungle like that, and yeah, they haven't really died down here. And now they might get to kill themselves here. Derp caught with the cold snap in the back, the Amate's rotation in. Okay, I mean, have to bring it down here with the Fortress, not quite here.
Oh, really?
7 HP.
Oh, come on, you said the Forge thing. That was really weird.
That
Just
was
send the
free kill.
Spirit.
I don't know.
Did he even have tangos? He had one. He had no tangos. Alright. Alright, Yamate, please. That is, like, not okay.
But that's when you play Deus Ex, get this merciful soul achievement for not killing anyone. Right. Mid lane though, Yamate, well, they're not gonna be as understanding here. They're gonna try and bring down the invoke. Take them a little bit longer here, Rappy coming quite low. Now with the Enigma coming in as well, a lot of extra right clicks, he will be also falling here. Lion also down drain a little bit earlier. Taking a 3-for-1 trade at the end of the day, so...
Man, Rare is so rich.
Oh yeah.
He's already at
most
4,200.
He has 4 kills. On the split Phantom Lancer. Showing us what this series can do in this position.
You can start moving into those boots, like the boost of travel soon too. I mean, I think that should definitely be his item choice this game.
Alright, what's the trade-off? Down here in the bottom lane, got Sionix kind of split pushing a little bit here, putting on pressure on tier 2. He could have actually got a couple of right clicks off perhaps with the ultimate as well.
The roar on Rior. Sunstrike.
Well, be a big kill if they could get it here, but stick charges, doppelganger.
PL.
It's kinda hard, that's the low ground. Now the Omni Slash comes out, hits a couple of times after NJ with a couple extra right clicks will do the trick. And Raya, he will survive. Bye.
What a hero.
Man.
Almost
Like
got his bots now too, thanks for the assist.
It's like the new Ember Spirit, I mean, Bottle, Aquila, Boots of Travel, Unkillable.
Yeah, pretty much. Except he can crush an Invoker mid.
Yeah.
He's got everything going for him. Now, you can see the pings coming out here from the Witch Doctor, like, hey, it's the draft, by the Ancients, we keep an eye. That Roshan, so nice big way they can get back into this game. They're not too crazy far behind, it is 3k.
Yeah.
Mostly just over the past couple of minutes though, in that like mid-engagement.
These skills definitely adding a lot to the tally. To the gold as well experience here, about 1,000 only favor of Rave, but obviously these towers making quite a big impact as well. Already having lost a tier 1 mid as well as top. Well, that just puts a bullseye on this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane, so I wouldn't be too surprised. See Rave put on pressure there now. Try to take that map control away from Tara, making it that much harder to go for the slow sham. Got Jail down here now, farming up. He has the Hands of Faith boots going through drums with the brace already. Actually, yeah, he has the robe of the Magi on the career. All he needs now is the recipe, which he almost has, and yeah, we should see similar things soon for the Draw Ranger. We go up top, pump some extra items, complete the Talons of Dominator. now we still got NJ here. He's level 8, so in terms of levels, that's more than you sometimes see from Beastmasters in the offlane. Obviously, being in the safe lane, it's a bit easier to get. But can they really make use of that? I mean, the first roll that we've seen has ended up being ineffective.
It was close. Maybe once Ice is finger,
Rapid.
it'll be
I'm
easier.
in trouble here. Is that Cold Snap? There's a Sunstrike. Will connect here, and Cold Snap just keeping it on place, but now Ice being able to stay alive is just the couple of illusions that Ryan sent his way.
A little bit of a, you know, gold exchange coming back their way. But those boots of travel are now up. Now bottom lane, they're on the drow.
Yep. They got him with the spin here, the cast bouncing back. Black hold on, but spin is still going. Drow is dead, the Zephyr from the outside link will get brought down.
Who's that? He's gonna die.
NJ, he comes in, he gets a roar off here. Ninja Boogie might fall, but NJ should as well. They've got Meldic top of Ryers there. Throws out one more lance here. Yamate
They have Omni.
with the cast as well. The other slash comes out, nothing to bounce into. But now Jay might still die to Fortress. There it is in the tower shots. What's getting the XP from that? Eyes coming back in as well, right? They can just turn us around with another lance, but they have to deal with these Force Spirits first. And doing a decent amount of damage at this stage in the game, so... I don't know, still really questioning that continued TP from Beastmaster kind of feeding himself away.
Yeah, it did kind of work out though, I guess, like, some ways, but they certainly came out on top still for Rave, losing the Invoker, losing the Drow, losing the Enigma, losing the Beastmaster. It was,
losing that Black Hole as well. I mean, it's 2 minutes now, 1 or 2 minutes, where Rave don't have to worry about that. They want to push again.
Yeah, and that's also a little bit of a threat that they'd be missing, like, kind of around the Roshan pit as well. They will have the Necrobook up here soon for the Beastmaster, but they're gonna smoke up before that, but there's a ward. That tree line, I'm not sure what that actually sees. It does see that full thing. Okay, so they're fully where they just smoked. So they know they're in the roach pit.
And contested though, I mean, DevJ here, there's no Omni Slash either, so that has been used. They have another depth ward, they have Nature's Prophet also with a little bit, but this Roshan's falling pretty damn quickly. They didn't know, they just didn't feel they could contest. But yeah, it's, well, 3 ages. Always nice for Tarring to come back into the game is a little bit earlier. Now that they sit nigh on the double damage rune. Ninja Boogie will at least get the creep, maybe? There it is. 76 extra gold for that Vengeful Spirit. And now Rave then faced by that extra life and towering. They want to put more pressure on the tier 1 tower. It's been dropped fairly low. Now Rapid coming in on the side, another TP in the Ryo. They actually can Yamate with the stun as well. Still land here, need a bit more damage here. That's gonna be Jayo coming in. That one as well. Being focused on Yamate, not quite enough to bring him down. He will stay alive. Link maybe not so lucky here and takes so much extra damage. Now Sionix in front line takes extra rankings from that as everyone else is still alive from Rave apart from the Vengeful Spirit. Now they have to start to run away perhaps. Sionix, well, he's actually dropping quite low, so there's Malefice on top of him. Or Maledict in this case. Both spells in the same game, it's kind of hard to keep track of, but yeah. Towering 1-for-1 trade in the end? Looks like it, yeah.
I think Riora had a Diffuse Blade or something, the way he was shredding them apart.
Yeah. So much damage being done with Phantom Lancer. He's getting close to this Diffuse Blade, right? He already has Blade of Alacrity. After the Woods of Travel, so...
And they're gonna see with that ward that they are grouping up. They're coming back in from the Omni Slash. It'll be ready. They'll be in a better position to use it. The ward won't be available this time, which is pretty great for zoning these towers. But as you can see, Herring well aware of what's coming. They're just gonna back out. Highly unlikely to be able to save this. No point risking that Aegis for this. And I don't know. It doesn't look like they want to stop though.
I mean, I really liked our movement though. They spread out across the map, recognizing that they cannot defend this tower with being so low health. Some of you own spells a minute as well, so instead they just go to the mid lane, go to the top lane, split push a bit, farm up a bit. The jungle as well with these Eidolons, so you get as much as you can off the map, and now losing NJ. Well, position, that was a swap used, a bit more excusable. That's another tier 2 going down. Do they stop here? Do they keep going, huh?
They're gonna stop. I mean, you have to travel on your PL, so...
Yeah.
Yamate? Found out here.
Huh? As you Ghost Walk, they do not have detection by the looks of it. So
oh
we'll
yeah,
keep him safe.
Is he gonna get greedy?
Maybe he'll TP out, he should be fine. Right, so looking at this game now, obviously Rave with the advantage, right? I mean, that Phantom Lance sitting at 8.3k net worth. This is the Fuse Blade finish, so he's gonna be
Oh, man.
even more fighting effective, combat effective, I should say, than he already was.
This is terrifying. Hop on top of that drow, hop on top of the invoker. Oh man, like Enigma is one of those heroes too that has so many mana issues, and he has the mechanism up as well. So if he gets on top of him before he like passes the mech, I think that would be the big target.
Alright, here the Sprout Yama take hold time on Rappy though, can he get caught on front lines? He will die first. Now you don't have that extra right click, these extra trees to play with, but now down to half health. Xianling's getting a couple extra right clicks off, but should really be able to finish it off. Ryo wants to keep spamming illusions here.
Yeah, still gotta respect that right click damage coming from a drow lineup. And
Yeah.
Rappy asleep at the wheel a little there. I think he might have thought that Ninja Boogie posted for a swap or something like that, and maybe hoping to bait some people in. Oh, but Jail, he's going! Oh, he wants it! Oh!
This would be a good Omni Slash level 2, so you can get quite a bit of damage off, but you can't really guarantee a kill with everyone grouped up that much. Ryo starting to run out of mana, Rappy's back though, they catch Jing inside the Sprout here, forcing out a spell. Now even the Death will be committed to make absolutely sure the series is taken out of the picture, and now Trigon's up there following, taking some tower shots. They're now trying to take care of this T2. No fear whatsoever without the black hole on the field.
Yeah, the mech too is just so huge from right now, the way these fights go. Like, the last thing Rave want is to dive in too deep, the mech pop comes up, Joker manages to get some sort of a turnaround, like maybe he's not the one who's being focused down to mana burns, and by snagging one hero though, this whole, like, idea of a defense game totally falls apart, and I love the way that they're just going too crazy, like, to travel up in your PL. There's no reason to try and go high ground right now, if any of the lanes are pushed, right? Like, just go get the free farm that's there, your Nature's Prophet can head into the other wave, and they can even just keep waiting out this Aegis, which only has just about 5 seconds left on it.
Definitely not enough to make anything else happen with that. I mean, Rave are getting everything they want. They're continuing to bolster up their gold advantage here, up to 5k now. Experience a little bit more even with the way towering is spread out, but now they need some kills to go their way as well. They might find Jail here, TP'd into spins. So
this could be like the best fate ever.
But yeah, Rappy and Derp are here. Now Ice and Yamate, they have to be on the run. They cannot fight this alone.
Radiant's middle
Outnumbered and outclassed and Sun as well. Middle tower being denied, so a little bit less gold going to win tower. Either Sunstrike, oh right! Jaboogie there. Almost dying to that actually. Wait. Meanwhile down at the bottom lane. Pushed out completely here. Will not do any chip damage to towers, Unix is here. Yeah, that just be careful not to be just run down, I guess.
Well, here's maybe some comeback potential here, right? You have the Blink Dagger up in just a moment here for Ice. If he's chasing down Rior, like if they can make some sort of a play to actually kill him on these side lanes, then delay time for the Invoker so he can get up in some of these bigger items, maybe the Agnum Scepter or Blink Dagger. Someone who can actually set up a decent AoE for the Enigma to, you know, take advantage of. And then NJ also still stuck on that level of Necro. Oh, that cask. Oh, good second war.
Back here. Now Rappy's dead. Enough time for him to benefit. Now there's the Omni Slash coming out, bringing him down. A couple of swipes on top of Necro Creeps as well. They will wrap these up. Oh, Sunstrike. Share between and Ninja Boogie and the Rappy a bit, so he will not die to that, especially with the healing ward going. Another free pickup.
Alright, there were like 4 spirits, Necros. That couple boards, that was pretty unlucky for NJ, but he was probably dead either way. Just like those Omni Slash bounces, jeez, like jail. Buy a lotto ticket or something, man.
Yeah,
we're looking pretty fine. 1 tower remaining. 4 heroes now rotate at the top with Rior available anytime, and you can see they're trying to set up for this play. It will be Black Hole and Finger.
It is. They get the double walk off though.
And then it's like, shit.
It's just, alright, abort. Back to base. Yeah, I should talk about the skill build of Phantom Lance. I mean, he's now starting to put points in Doppelganger, but he went for a couple of levels in stats earlier. How do you feel about that one?
I think it's kind of player dependent on the whole Phantom Rush. Some people really like it for just the non-stop possibilities of aggression, but other people feel that the stats values are more important. This game versus Invoker and the Lion,
Dire's structures
I could see
are
that in the
fortified.
Midnight Pulse as well. Like maybe just having a little bit more HP with everything being burned away from you could be pretty handy.
The engagement up top is trying to deal with this push coming out. Already used the meatball on the Invoker just to deal with the creep wave, but well, up against Nature's Prophet. Always gonna have creeps, always gonna have treants. To be to the front line for you, take some of these tower shots. This is just an 4v4 up here in the top lane, and now TP comes in. They want to fight now. Right, that's front lines. What? There's a blink, there's a hex, there's a finger of death. Yeah, swap
nice.
out to keep him safe. Nice start, drawn to NV to die for Sin. There's an effort coming out, making sure that they can't really go any further, but it's not doing enough damage. With the rest of Rave also retreating, Derp might just have to give up his own life. Throws on the cast and resigns to Slade, to Tarek. Didn't get the kill that they wanted, but they get two other ones, at least on the support, so you gotta take what you can get at this stage, I think.
Oh man, they wanted that so bad on the PL, but obviously with no Blink Dagger or anything, it's pretty difficult for NJ to reach him there with the Roar, and just has to go for the Vengeful Spirit instead. That's okay. It allow them to put a little bit of pressure back on the map, maybe get out some observers of their own, because you can see these ones from Rave really paying off as they were recently put down.
Now it's finally Taring
Yeah, he is
a
on
bit
me.
of pressure. Okay, he's going to use it. Yamate. All
Look at
of that.
all these
Fast on him.
bounces.
Black Ball comes in. Actually doing anything.
No,
There's
no
not
one
a
here.
fall off here. Jay protecting himself against a lot of the damage. That's even what's going now. Keep him alive as the Enigma dies to the support coming in. His own team.
I mean, there
Yeah,
wasn't even a
just like
Midnight
that.
Pulse there.
Yes. Jay will be tracked down inside the trees. Obviously, it's not a safe run up if you're up against an Nature's Prophet. Trying to eat his way through here, but there's an extra sprout. Keep the vision up and running. Some 3 more kills. This is how the cookie crumbles, right? You just took a good team fight.
Radiant's bottom
Both pushing down on bottom lane for it. And then Lancer will be able to take care of that, while the rest of the team once again put some pressure on this last remaining tier 2 up top, which has fallen pretty damn low in that last engagement.
But rough. Like you feel like you finally get some momentum, so you try and push it into just it's tier 1, right? They're not gonna fully test, right? And then obviously they ran into a couple issues. But Roshan's back up, they might be in some position to grab it. Wow, I had not sniped that she was working on that. Alright.
Oh.
Knowing that the push is coming, gotta be going for a Agnum Scepter Chain Lightning build, I'm sure. Come.
I've actually never seen that in a pro game. I'm really excited now. Obviously makes a lot of sense up against all these illusions.
Does it not have an animation?
Should,
Oh.
it does, yeah. Just really close to each other, isn't it?
Oh, it bounces from one to the other.
Bounces.
Okay, it's not like Medusa. I thought they like came out at the same
Oh,
time,
no.
I see.
No, no.
So they,
Hits the
they
first target
literally
and
do
then splits into
splinter.
2 more. Yeah.
Alright. And then it hits 2 after, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's 2 after at half damage. Yeah, it's with damage right now. 250. 250 damage here. Half of that's still pretty significant actually.
I mean, it is wrecking through those treants, but much of their wrecking through
Roshan,
those
they're gonna blink in. Yeah, ice. Not gonna snag the Aegis here, Jay. Ryder picking that one up. Nice little fist, everything on Rabbi. It's quite low, and now this Zephyr coming out from the high ground. Not really doing too much. Yonix cleaning house here on the slash, not quite as effective. Guru down just like that. They will get the target on as well. After pop the Aegis. Oh, wait, Femplance at the Aegis. He got out. They're not really benefiting from that one, so I didn't expect Towering to be able to do that without Black Hole, but they just put the damage where they needed it to.
I think it might have been because the way Rave position was very different if Black Hole was up, but it was still super good for not only the fact like the blink in from ice was super effective just because they were all grouped up in the pit where you normally wouldn't be. They had the Black Hole, and the Midnight Pulse did a lot of work that fight as well. Plus, I think the main thing was that Rior actually doppelganger to the high ground, like right away, so he wasn't there to actually output any damage, and when he's not there, you know, not nearly as scary of a lineup, I don't think.
Oh, Yamate will catch Rappy, or maybe it's the other way around. Ninja says, well, they have the silence from the Orchid and Nature's Prophet. That's an easy kill down the Invoker. Ouch.
Yeah.
Towering, they pull out these good team fights every once in a while, but then they seem to throw it away straight off the bat. Straight after.
And you see that that little bagel in Rio's kill score, the 8-0 and 7. He's not turning that into breadstick anytime soon, because he has got the Heart of the Harass and the Aegis of the Immortal. And he still has all 8 defusal charges. Man, this guy is skimpy. He does not just throw those away for anything.
Can you actually kill him right now?
No.
PL.
It's like Black Hole with full duration right clicks in the drow. Here we go, look at him go!
He has no fear, dodges silence here. Link drops quite low. Want to take that black hole out and pick for good. There it is, no buyback this one. Raya, well, he can just stand there for a couple of seconds, wait for his heart to heal him up. He doesn't give a damn. Being cancelled now by these lootings from the Dark Ranger, which is quite annoying, but it's still the healing one. Be taken out. They did finish up the tier 3 and now slowly chipping away at the racks. Now, Sionix might be in trouble here. Swap back into everyone inside of Rave. It's not wrong. They have maybe enough space, but they do get the stun up. They do get the death ward. Plays that the Dark Ranger down and drained without fighting either. So this might be at least a set of racks, maybe 2 with the top 3 wave pushing it as well. God comes out trying their best to delay this, but don't think they can.
Well, they have a Agnes Separate Drow, so yeah, she didn't finish off the Manta, which definitely saved her life in that fight with a nice magic missile dodge, but she might be able to go into a Maelstrom if there happens to be any buildings left when she finally respawns. Agnes back and get the Blink Dagger. It's the desperation plays.
They're definitely gonna need a black hole to want to control the second set of racks here. Star Ranger's, the thing is, Star Ranger's not gonna be able to provide that extra damage now, right? It's just going in deep, burning away at that mana. They can hard for Link to go blink in. Looks like Rave, they don't want to take the chance here. Just take what they got. Look at Yamate, he's dropping so low to just amp the ultimate as well as the illusion chipping away at him.
Is that an Aether Lens Venge, aka the best item in the game?
It is indeed.
Digging it.
There's also an Aghanim Scepter on that Witch Doctor, so he's been slowly and quietly farming that one up without even... on top of the Arcane Boots as well, so it's not like he straight up rushed it. Also buying some support items there with a... still holding on to dust as well as smoke. Really, really good timing on that one.
Oh, well. I mean, maybe there's a chance, right? Once the Aegis is gone. I mean, there's always a chance, so there is.
As always, yes.
You gotta believe, you know, the Invoker can get up into something a little bit bigger. I do like the Blink Dagger. I think they make it so that he can be effective in these fights. Like, the Aghanim Scepter wouldn't have been done by now anyway, and it's a pretty big help. Couple more items up on our drow, you know?
There's a bit back and back, or back and on hope maybe that Rave is overextending a bit, maybe grouping up a bit too much. Thing is, Riot's doing a really good job just trying to keep the pressure on Link, keep the illusion, stop him to make sure that he can just blink in Black Hole a couple of heroes at a time.
So 30 seconds left on the Aegis, he needs to like go YOLO.
Yeah.
Get in there, man. Like, there's no way they're gonna get the follow-up kill if there's anyone else alive to be able to swap the Enigma or anything.
Yes, taking care of these Eidolons. Max is taking a bit of damage as we have a pause coming out, which is unfortunate, but a bit of a lag spike, obviously. Not what you want in this kind of situation.
No, you certainly needs greatest combo of your life here. Can't be handling that right now.
Alright, so we'll assume Towering have timed the Aegis. Probably just waiting for it to go down, then they're gonna make their play. What's a dream scenario here? I mean, obviously a big black hole.
Ninja Boogie and Derp fall asleep at their keyboards, I guess, because like the way they're playing right now, it just means like, what are you gonna do? Like, Tearing needs to go into the back line and get a double Earth Spike onto Ninja Boogie and Derp, which isn't even possible because of the way they're standing. And at the same time, Ling needs that 3-man black hole that you can see there. And Sionix just has to like right-click down Rior, and he still has the Aegis though, so you finally do that, and I feel like he's just gonna come back and kill all of you.
Game is hard. Game is very hard as we head back into it. Oh, looks like they just want to say, alright. Maybe they had some more fearful scenarios in their heads than we did in ours, so just gonna leave it be for the time being. Knowing that the Aegis is gonna expire now, so... that was the moment the Towering would have gone for if Rave was still up on the high ground as it stands, so just gonna, once again, go back to farming. Riot with these boosted travels, very effective. sends throughout this entire match and gets 60.6k net worth. What is he going for next? Just a straight up butterfly, take up more? Or Manta Style maybe?
Yeah, no, that could, I'd be pretty down with the butterfly, honestly. Even a blink, frankly, for Rio I think would be kind of sick, but he still has the Rio Aquila too, so you could eventually sell that to grab the blink if this game ends up going that long, but I feel like if he just gets some of those backlines that, like, without having to use his doppelganger and he gets on top of them, what are they even gonna do with how tanky he is right now? I just feel like there would be no answer, especially if he ends up, like, if he gets an Aegis and he just hit a blink or something. I don't know how you kill them. Well, we'll see. You got a couple different options you can go for.
Even if they can bring the damaging on top of him, there's still Ninja Boogie. This Vengeful Spirit always standing just close enough behind Ryer to be able to swap him out at any moment. Then all of the stuff that you use to try and bring down the Phantom Lancer kind of goes to waste, because then we're sure maybe you get Ninja Boogie. But doesn't really matter. The Phantom Lancer is just gonna heal up from the heart. And moments later, it's just gonna wreck your face.
Yeah, exactly. Like Ninja Boogie might even get out, potentially, like depending on positioning that it actually is in, and they feeling we're gonna heal him up too, and they just go back in. But here we go. They're gonna try something here.
Have a spin.
Oh, Invoker though.
Oh, right clicks in. Hey, he's up on the top lane, TPing back now, but tier 3's tier 1 top actually. It's gonna fall, so that one was still up. Bit of extra gold going to Tarium. We can take a look at buybacks. And they have some available here. Drow has it, same for the Invoker, same for the Enigma, so the important target's out. Now there's Blink Roar onto Jail. Can he do anything after this? Meatball comes down, but his fitness as well still. Plenty of damage onto Jail perhaps. There's Black Hole on the back end. Absolutely everyone with the death stand still from the death board. Doing so much work. Yamate, next one on the list. He will fall and they need to start buying back here. Want to hold those racks. The Black Hole is down. This was one of the big controlling fight. Yeah, Riot is still alive. Juggernaut doesn't even matter as much at this stage, but
Well,
they
they're
have a lot of
so
mileage out of
safe.
this Trial Ranger. Yeah. It looks like they're respecting the split shots Maelstrom for the time being.
No point continuing that fight really without your Juggernaut and your Vengeful Spirit there, so forced out the buybacks. It's a win in their books, but also for Terran, a little bit of success. The fact that they are still in the game, which is probably more than they might have been expecting coming into that fight. Big Black Hole now from Ling, and won't have that for another 150 seconds. He, as most Enigmas kind of do these days, he doesn't go for the extra points in it, but it does mean the cooldown doesn't shortened at all. It starts to hurt you as you're getting up and up towards like level 16. He might have to start going back into it for these, consecutive defense. Rear to side one. Yeah, he is going for that butterfly. Right. So that will be next on the list. Rappy here. Got the Orchid, the Agnium Scepter. Not looking too good here for the side of Terran.
Gift from the goddess.
Dragon Drop? Uh-oh.
Ah, God. What?
Oh, you're back. I was just like...
I was hitting the cuff button and then I forgot to press it. But I'm back, yeah. The army approaches here in the bottom lane.
Yeah, you're here for when it matters.
Unkillable. Yeah. Hashtag production value. Now, there it is. They're just slowly but surely chipping away. I mean, it's kind of annoying to deal with all these summons as well on the creeps respawning. Because it's restricting your movement, right? If nothing else. Even your own treants can kind of make it hard to go on a target that you want to, even with the Phantom Rush, even with the Doppelganger. Get unlucky there. Now the Ice Wall slow everything down as well. And none of the other lanes are really pushing in far enough to keep towering back for the time being. Middle lane is now starting to feel Yamate all swapped out, you're standing! What the hell was he doing there? He was just standing there! on the stairs. Now they're almost bringing down Ninja here. They will with a couple of extra right clicks on the ball, but there's the brawl on Raya here. Can they bring it down in time? Yes, they can with the follow back. High back and TP in if necessary. Yes, definitely.
nice
decent
blink
amount of
by
damage,
Derp.
but he has to blink out. He dies. 2 for 2 trade here, but they do get that big hero off the board finally in Draw Ranger. Getting that gold, so all of a sudden, an NKP might be on the list.
I'm a little
Solid
surprised
point lane.
considering they know that the Invoker bought back. I'm kind of surprised Rior's not buying back, but I guess he really just wants to get into that butterfly. And again, there's no point risking it. You're definitely going to win this game. Like, there's still like a 90% chance you win this, so you don't have to go too crazy. And doing things like immediate buyback to try and end it is one of those ways that you can just lose if they get another, like, they actually do use the black hole, let's say, and kill you on your buyback.
Yeah.
That's my favorite stat in the whole game. Oh, when Beast Pass against the Battle
Oh,
Road.
TP on. Oh no, TP onto the tree and will be denied. Phantom Lancer is not gonna be here anytime soon for this fight. Towering a bit of extra space to try and deal with this Roshan before Rave can really go in. This spin from Jay, we really want to annoy them. Then Jay not quite look at that. There's the option slash available.
Who's got slots?
Falls up and bash. That's for Roshan. Jay dropping low, but so is Link. The fight is real. Ninja Boogie back. Now,
Rior
Sionix, nice, therefore from outside the pit, 3 heroes are down just like that. Sionix back on the list. We'll get the Roshan though, we'll get the Aegis, but he should die a second time here. Not a blink die, but there's Yamate back. Can he provide the control? Maybe. Plus on 3, but Sionix.
Yo, Yamate's dead.
This is
He's out of there.
this was almost really good now. Actually, they catch Yamate here, they don't have the detection though. Not quite yet, Derp. Dust on cooldown. They see him now. They have a gem, so well, they don't even need the dust. Yeah, they will end up falling, making the 5-man wipe. Forced to buy back as well on Drow Ranger just to defend this top lane. Pushed in by the trains. Yeah, story of the game maybe for Towering. I mean, they take a good team fight, then they kind of throw that away right after.
Yeah. Close though.
It's close. I mean, Raya, he was tipping to one of these treants. They got cleaned up pretty heavily with them going into the pits, so he wasn't there initially for the fight. I was a bit worried for
way different. You can even see Ling though, to be fair, he was lining up for the black hole anyway. If he did come in, there probably would have been like the immediate doppelganger into the dodge of the black hole, and he probably would have been really sad, but...
Yeah. I mean,
Alright.
Wolf almost said if Towering would have stopped committing to the Roshan, instead went out to fight them, fight Rave, without the Phantom Lancer. Even with the black hole, I mean, they would probably had a chance. I mean, as stacked as Ryo is, I don't think he would just go 1v5. The rest of his team's kind of sent packing.
Alright, well, once again, and top lane, it is still the melee that's surviving, so that's probably the only reason they're actually going to win this. Like, if they could sneak, like, right now, I feel like he's just TP and kill it from Rapey. Rappy, rather. Sorry, Ravi.
It's a bit of a more offensive way to say his name, I suppose.
That was brutal. But he's just like sending in a trance right now, and if he was to just... I feel like there's so many Nature's Prophet players that would TP right on top of that right now and just like blink into the trees and give his team a chance to just clean up bottom at the same time. Like, they're not splitting enough.
Just literal space creation, man. Raya also not really committing to this range right just
And look at the trance on it.
Yeah,
They're gonna lose that melee.
Yeah,
They
so
have
lose
to
range down there as well. Kind of split the focus here, one set of racks. There's the TPX, huh? Just take it out. But the racks are dead anyway. And Rave just falling back again. They even have to cheese on Phantom Lancer, so Ryo picked that one up. Which is easy enough, so... And it's Link Hex. So follow up, he doesn't care, that's raw, this step ward on the side.
Oh my god, these cast
Look
wards.
at the bounces! Top of the cast, he had 3 or set jumps like that. Ryan not even touched by this. Doppelgangers across the gas from Sionix. He will fall a second time. This is GG right here, right now.
Yeah!
We'll get the 5-man wipe and this crowd is linking as well.